Hello guys, welcome back to The Crew 2. We are still doing the icon races, and this time we're gonna do probably we're gonna do the hypercar races, but probably gonna do it in two videos. We have Latrell's car part number 1, which already suggests that once you finish that they will unlock part number 2, and we have the Los Angeles to do. But I will separate them because they're both equally long as sort of the Detroit, so it's gonna be like a couple of minutes for sure. Latrell's car part number 1 is I think about 10, 11, 12 minutes depending on the level of your car, and then in part number 2 you have to do 2 or 3 laps, I think somewhere in Los Angeles, because that's where you finish. This race is gonna go from Las Vegas to Los Angeles and then unlocks part number 2 where you do a race in Los Angeles. And then the last one, I will do that in a separate video, is Los Angeles, I think to Seattle. Let's start with Latrell. Ferrari 458, that's the thing we are driving, I think. Didn't buy a hypercar, so it's like the reward car from the rewards program thing from the Crew 1. Yep, Ferrari 458 it is.
Just so you know what you're getting into, this race isn't some quarter-mile drag deal. It's a long and tricky city-to-city race against some of the meanest drivers in the country. It doesn't count for the list, and it can get rough out there. The stakes are high, but so are the rewards. Winner takes home a Koenigsegg Regera. That's one hell of an expensive car. But the guy organizing the race can afford to put it up and is crazy enough to do it. Which makes me wonder, you normally hit the legal circuit. Why strut your stuff here in an outlaw race?
Here's the thing. Latrell's... You know Latrell Jordan, right? Nice guy, hangs out at the spot? No? Anyway, he's always been there for us. Big stuff like arranging races. Little stuff like showing me where I could get parts a little cheaper. We just want to give back to him like he's given to us. So we want to win this race, modify the car for him, and... I'm talking too much, sorry.
It's a crazy nice gesture. But that and $3 will get you a cup of coffee, and I'm not gonna make it easy on you. Win the race, and then we'll see.
We don't do things the easy way. We do them the right way.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. And remember, Latrell's counting on us, even if he doesn't know it.
A Vegas to LA road trip? People will think we're trying to get out of town. You can't even wrap yourself around a tree in here because the trees are too big. But the turns are tight enough, you're gonna try. I've got to admit, there's something special about sitting on top of this much power. Los Angeles, where racing is usually done at 5 miles an hour. Thank God we missed rush hour.
Okay, it's ready. Now, let's see if Latrell likes it.
Well, son of a gun. You pulled it off after all.
I told you we were doing things the right way. We've got the car. Now all we have to do is make a few mods, and we're down with giving Latrell one heck of a surprise.
As always, lots of things happening after a hypercar race. Because it's a long race, you get lots of followers, you get lots of bugs, you get lots of parts, all that kind of thing. That means we equip the parts first. One part for each of the different ones. Motor core, brakes, ECU and all that. One part for each. And usually they are better. Not only that, you also level up a couple of times. There we go. That's one. Second, we go into the pilot. We have a look on the icon points. It will have a new one available, it said. We'll put it on there. There we go. We'll go into the timeline because we reached icon 20. And that means we can collect some loot for the car or boat or plane, wherever you are in at that moment. There we go. Need to hold this button again. Yes, of course. Brakes part is in the stock. Okay. Go back to vehicles. And we have an epic part now. There we go. Collect it as well. Back to the road, because this was part number 1. There's also a part number 2. GPS will tell you where to go. It's around the corner somewhere. And now we race for 2 laps, I think it is.
Is that what I think it is?
Yep, and it's all yours.
Tell you what, why don't you and I see what this baby can do? Now, I'm a little out of practice, but don't think you can take it easy on me. Now, are you ready to race? Because I sure am.
Can happen. You need to watch a mini-map. They're working on the GPS and all that, but when it's gonna come, not priority.
Back behind the
probably.
wheel again. And in a beast like this, what a feeling. Don't take it easy on me. I can handle myself, especially against you. Racing, how I've missed you.
It's a shorter race, so also just 2 parts of loot.
Just because we got each other's bags don't mean we don't try to outdo one another. We take pride in our rides, the way they look and the way they run. You see, it's not about breaking the law. I mean, sure, there's a thrill to running outside the lines, but what we're about is something else. Something bigger.
And we got another cutscene. There goes our epic bar. 320 is the maximum level for hypercars. So yep, it's always put on the better part till you have it on 320 and then worry about the blue and purple parts, preferably purple. 80% it says now, because now we have 5 races showing up here, because we unlocked also Latrell's part number 2. Pretty simple. Los Angeles is up next to complete the hypercar races and to put it at 100%. Yeah, but that will be for a separate video, because that again will be somewhere between 15 and 20 minute race. We'll see you guys then, and bye for now.